What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I brought in some special guests today, and you know what time it is? It's almost time for the Pom Pom Lifestyle Virtual Summit. It's coming April 20th, 2024. It's going to celebrate the 4-year anniversary of DJ the Money Coach coming online. Before we kick that off and before we kick off our interview with DJ, let me show you a little clip from the islands. Man, DJ, that looks amazingly beautiful. That water is so clear. I am super excited for you and all the stuff you've been doing this year. Talk to us, introduce yourself to the audience, and we got Mr. Green out there living his best life. So go ahead and talk to us today, DJ. Introduce yourself.
Absolutely. Again, first and foremost, Ericka, thank you again for bringing us on your amazing platform, Classy Climb with Ericka Williams. And I'm DJ, the Money Coach. Just to give you a short backdrop on our story. I started out just like you, ladies and gentlemen, went to school, got that, sheepskin, which is, the college, piece of paper. Realized that I have $60,000 in consumer debt. Now, mind you, I'm going to take you back to the analog world. This was back in the late 90s. Yes, I do look like I'm, like 35 years of age, but I've been on this planet for 5 decades. So I started out, had a degree in broadcast journalism and a minor in accounting. I actually flipped it. At first, I went to school to become a CPA. Then I realized I wasn't going to want to take the CPA exam. So I flipped my degree, got a core focus in broadcast journalism. And then I minored in accounting, and I actually worked in the accounting field right out of college. So I do have a very deep accounting background. So when I started to go buy my first home, I actually got turned down for the loan, albeit I had a professional income. I think I was making $60,000, $70,000 at the time. I was in my, mid to late 20s. And, it was a setback, ladies and gentlemen, but I didn't think anything of it. I was a single guy, so it really didn't bother me that much. So I then started, to build a business a couple of years later, got myself out of the, corporate environment after having great success in the corporate environment. I built a business. It was actually called White Glove Immaculate Services. It was a cleaning business. That actually, just to show you, proof in the pudding, old little pamphlet, so it's dated. Old little pamphlet. So long story short, I went back to the same bank, ladies and gentlemen, and asked them for a small business loan. And at that point in time, they turned me down. At this point, this is where I became distraught. And I was almost, crestfallen and broken. So I asked the person at this bank that I've been using for at least 10 years, why did you turn me down when I had significant money in the bank? I had a 6-figure contract with the commercial cleaning business that I was in. And the guy just told me, say, hey, man, you might not know this, but you have a 525 credit score and you have $60,000 worth of debt personally, albeit I had more than that in the bank, and I had a 6-figure contract. And so at that point, I'm like, wow, man, this is amazing. So you're turning me down. I got contracts. I got money in the bank, and you still won't give me a loan. So at that point, we're still in an analog world. What do I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen? I mean the simple fact that the internet was not booming. This was about 98, 99, 1998, 1999. I started my business in 1996. So I went home and I thought about, looked at the profile that he gave me, looked at my credit and everything. It was 525. I had like $60,000 worth of consumable debt. And I had two options. I could quit or I could figure this out. So I was an avid watcher of PBS, public broadcast, station. And Susie Orman was the main financial guru at the time. And she wrote a book, Ericka, called The Road to Wealth. It was an encyclopedia. And all I did, ladies and gentlemen, is I actually bought the book off of the PBS special, and I went straight to the personal credit chapter only. And I read about how credit works. Now, here's the irony of it. I was working in corporate America and doing accounting in addition to doing the cleaning business, and I would do P&Ls and everything else pertaining to accounting practices for small businesses. And I did not know how to do personal credit for myself. That's the irony of it. So I read that in the library, got the book, purchased it, then start going to the library, find out more about how credit works. And in roughly 12 months in the analog world, because the internet's not booming right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand this. And you couldn't just fix your credit just like that back in that time. 12 months from the day of reading that chapter about the 5, segments in a pie of how credit is rated, your history, your payment date, how much credit you have, debt to income ratios, all that good stuff, Ericka. My credit score immediately in 12 months went to 700 from a 525. In 24 months in the analog world, ladies and gentlemen, I took my credit score to 800. And from 98 to 2002, I paid off all my $60,000 worth of consumable debt. Now, most people in that case scenario, Ericka, they filed bankruptcy, but nobody was putting a gun to my head, Ericka, to tell me to sign up for these credit cards, to get these T-shirts and treat my friends to great outings and trips and stuff like that. So I took accountability for the debt that I accumulated, and I paid it all off, Ericka. So in 2002, I was totally consumer debt free. The internet started to grow. And then within 6 years, in 2008, I built a 6-figure passive income, and I achieved a 7-figure net worth, and I built a 7-figure revenue cleaning business from 96 to 2008. So if you look at that, that's 12 years. It's 4 years from getting out of the debt, which in today's economy, that would be equivalent to about $140,000 in personal debt. And within 6 years, I was able to build a 7-figure revenue cleaning business called White Glove Immaculate Services with commercial contracts throughout all of Chicagoland. And my biggest contract, Ericka, was a company called Ashland Chemical. And if you look them up, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and they were the second largest acrylic company to 3M on the planet at the time. And I went from one account with them to doing almost 7 to 8 accounts with them. I also built commercial cleaning contracts downtown in the South Loop of Chicago, doing residential cleaning from apartment buildings to condominiums to townhouses. And I also had the first right of refusal when the Trump Towers were built in Chicago to do all the cleaning on the Trump Towers. I actually literally at one point in time, I was doing almost a third of the most important cleaning commercial contracts in Chicago from 2002 to 2008.
Love it. Love it.
So with that said, I realized that I, number one, needed to understand how personal finances work. I figured that out. And then as I figured it out from a selfish standpoint, I realized that there was a gap between middle class and upper class or family offices. And I built a system selfishly for myself to never go back in that scenario. And I started by getting an accountant because I had an accounting background. I had a lot of friends that were CPAs. I got an accountant. I got a great attorney. And then I realized that the three things that most professionals don't have a regular working relationship with is they don't have a proactive relationship. They only think about their taxes when April 15th comes or March 15th for small businesses or October 15th. I realized that you need to be talking to an accountant when I was doing accounting on a quarterly basis. And then I realized I need to talk to my attorney on a quarterly basis. And then the one piece that I didn't really understand was the financial planning aspect, that was how you plan long-term. So at that point, I realized there needed to be a triangle relationship that every professional that made $75,000 to $250,000, they need to have an accountant, a financial planner, an attorney, that they have a regular relationship that they met with at least once every 90 days. And then, Ericka, I realized that if I had those three relationships and I started to get into the business side of acquiring assets, now I needed to have a mortgage banker, an insurance, an estate planner. And that point in time, I began to build what's called the 7 spheres of money system. And I created an exclusive system for middle class that had relationships that would put you right in line with like Fortune 500s. So I had accounting companies, I had insurance companies, mortgage bankers, real estate, estate planning, legal, all that. And I put it all into a system, Ericka. And at that point, I started it in my church. I created a program called Faith, Love, and Money that was based on the Bible, because the Bible has over 330 different principles talking specifically about stewardship of money. And I was able to start teaching that curriculum in my church at Chicagoland Bible Fellowship under Pastor Don Rackett. And in the course of 2002 to 2012, I sat down with over 10,000 people personally throughout the churches throughout Chicagoland. Then I landed a deal with the YMCA. I started working with the YMCA's, Ericka. Then I started working with the credit unions. And then up to today, I've rose up the charts where I even work with the largest bank in America, which is Chase Bank, which you know about. I actually did in 2022. I did 358 professionals, took them through the 7 spheres of money system, and we found $42 million worth of assets for them. And that led us to today. And in the past 22 years, Ericka, we have built 12 different businesses. 8 of them failed miserably. But for us, they were learning curves to actually learn how to do business right. Like Robert Kiyosaki says, most successful entrepreneurs go through 8 to 10 businesses before they find the one that will make them multimillionaire. And that's what we discovered. So now in 2024, we now have sat down with over 45,000 people personally. And we have helped thousands of people become consumer debt free. And we have helped hundreds of people create 6- and 7-figure businesses from scratch through the 7 spheres of money system. And what we're most excited about is that what we're going to do is show people what we talk about the most is that 4x4, strategy to help you go from 0 to 6 figures and passive income to a 7-figure net worth, because we literally have done that in the last 2 years with Zanzibar alone, right in front of your audience. So that's my background. And we have helped people like Tajer, like Financially Free D, like Kadera, like Brandon, like Chris from the Jumpstart Academy, like Isaiah. We've helped a lot of people on your platform get on the pathway to understanding business. And what we also are excited about is that we're going to celebrate our 4th year on the internet, thanks to your help. April 20 of 2020, we began DJ the Money Coach online, but I've been DJ the Money Coach for about 15
whole life.
Right. I've been that person, but online, we literally started with 0, Ericka, and we took a $12,000 investment. And in less than 4 years, we actually have turned it into almost $27 million worth of hard assets that will be succinct, proven success receipts. Just like that video you just showed opened up. We actually, from December 21st, when you called me, we went from zero in Zanzibar, and in Zanzibar alone, we have built almost $15 million worth of hard assets with 6 figures of passive income coming in from zero. So that's kind of long of what I shared to introduce myself. But this summit, that only one we've ever done, because I don't do summits, but as we started thinking about it, I said, what better way in a recession to teach people everything that we did from scratch? And if we can do it, you can do it. So let me just share with them real quickly the receipt. So we're literally going to show them 7 hard assets, Ericka. I'm going to show them the first condo that I bought, the second condo that I bought that I still own, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show them the single family homes that I own in Detroit. I'm going to show them the duplexes and the townhouses we just built in 7 months. Right. We took a $20,000 investment, Ericka, added another 55 to it, and take $75,000 from scratch from July 2023, and we just turned it into $2 million worth of hard assets because we built 5 luxury townhouses. And 2 weeks ago, on Tuesday, our townhouse that was the first one to be completed, it just got appraised at over $240,000 US, and we had less than 6 figures in it, Ericka. So we built that. So we have 5 luxury townhouses that now valued together is almost $2.25 million from scratch. So I'm going to show them that in the summit. I'm going to show them the apartments that you know about, the Sylvia in Tennessee, that I'm one of the biggest investors. I'm going to show them how to get into that. I'm going to show them what you and I teach them about dividends. I'm going to show them a dividend portfolio, actually how to buy the dividends right now in a down market to get exponential returns. I'm going to bring on the best mobile home owner. My mentor owns 12 mobile home parks. So if they want to get into mobile homes, I'm going to show them how I dabbled in mobile homes for a quick period of time, show them how that works. And then I'm going to show them the top of the mountain, how to build resorts. So that's going to be that in the 7 asset classes. Then I'm going to move over and show them how to finance it, Ericka. I'm going to show them 7 ways to find money in a recession and finance all these deals. Right. So that's really important because I'm going to show them how to do no money down deals. I'm not really a big proponent for no money down deals because a lot of them don't go the right way, but I'm going to show them how it works and how to, do it the right way. I'm going to show them how seller financing works. I'm going to show them how home equity lines of credit work, which is the first loan that I took off of my first condo that got me into the Detroit market. Right. I'm going to show them how private investing works. How do you raise capital from people like you and me in a private environment so you don't have to worry about regulatory laws and stuff like that, but you still have, the principles and the ethics that actually makes it a solid deal. Right. I'm going to show them how business credit works, obviously, through Financially Free D. Show them how to build from $0 to $100,000 of business credit. And when you have businesses that are doing $1 million to $5 million a year, I'm going to show you how to get $1 million in business credit. Then we're going to show them how to do angel investing to venture capital. Because 4 businesses that we've taken, Ericka, to 7 figures, those 4 businesses were all financed by venture capital and angel investors from accredited investors. So I'm going to show them how to do that. Same thing we're doing with Zanzibar right now. We're in the process of going through a hedge fund and a private equity evaluation to pull our money out of the deal, Ericka. So I'm going to show them how to do that. And then I'm going to show them the traditional way just to do a, refinance. That's one of the tools. And then I'm going to show them a special way to do what's called substitution of collateral. So that's going to be 7 to 9 ways to get money legally, ethically, and morally sound, Ericka, in a recession.
Well, wait. If you guys didn't hear what he just said, make sure you grab that pen and paper. Man, we'll rewind this thing back when we done. Because listen, you just missed out all the steps to get you where you're trying to go. So many people say, Eric, I want to make millions of dollars. I want to own buildings. The man just told you step by step. And you guys can learn more if you join him. But make sure you put your city state in the chat and make sure you get your pen and paper out. because he's dropping gems.
Yep. So I kind of got off on a tangent, but here's the great thing and what we're gonna do, Ericka, we're gonna show them how to get a 20% return on their money right now in today's economy. It's
DJ, not 20%. Their accountant told them 2%. Their friend told them they got a big Coca-Cola dividend with 3%. But you're saying 20%? 20%,
Ericka. And most of that is predicated, Ericka, on the fact that we own the assets. See, that's the difference. I don't have any liens. I don't have any mortgages on these assets. So I'm able to, force appreciation and force cash flow to get 20% return. Now, albeit this is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. It's simple once you put a team together, but it's not easy. And the hardest part is putting the right professional team together that are experts in their line of industry. That's the thing. So again, you're going to get that. And then, Ericka, in the summit, you're going to have my whole 7 Spheres of Money team in attendance to teach you their line of expertise. So you're going to have the CPAs. You're going to have the financial planners like Melvin Hobson, like Nikki Cannon, who actually has been on Forbes magazine as the fastest, largest growing financial planner in the country, albeit she's an incredible Black woman. She's phenomenal. Melvin, 20 years in the financial industry, master's degree, does HR professional as well, got the highest certification. So he's going to show you as a small business owner how you do best business practices from a human resource standpoint. Then he's going to be able to show you how that translates to acquiring assets. Because when I met Melvin, he was making 6 figures in real estate, but he had the corporate background in HR to put it together, which most people don't know how to do together, succinctly. Right. Then you're going to have the business credit people. It's going to come on and teach you how to put those portfolios together. And then you're going to have the mortgage bankers. And then we're going to teach you military people how to take advantage of those VA loans. In today's economy, that's one of the biggest assets if you're in the military to actually execute. So you're going to have 7 asset classes, 7 to 10 ways to get money. Then you're going to have a team to show you how to implement and execute it. And this is all going to come together in the Pom Pom Lifestyle Summit 2024 to celebrate our 4th year in business on the internet. And we're going to show you how I went from, again, 1996, 1998, $60,000 in personal consumer debt, 525 credit score, to today, 800 credit score, collectively manage, own, and operate over 8 figures in hard assets and 6 figures in passive income a month. And the great thing about this, Ericka, I'm going to debunk all the stuff about, well, you had to start. Nope. I started on the internet just like you guys did. I invested $12,000 first 3 months in business. We made a whopping $3,000. We met you. Yeah. We met you. We were making, small 5 figures a month. And within 2 years on the internet, we went from 0 to $100,000 a month by doing the things the right way. Crawl, walk, run to success. That's the thing about it. And the great thing about it as well is that in the process of these 4 years, we've had hundreds of people who have come through the program, and we have a multitude of video testimonials from people who have started with us with 0, behind 0, and have made 5, 6 figures on their way to 7 figures revenues through the system of the 7 Spheres of Money.
Listen, DJ, we got you. We hear your word, but let's hear some testimonials from your people, right?
Absolutely.
Coming through. Hold on, we coming through with them now.
About Zanzibar was being on the land, seeing the emerald water. Got to see the island, connect with the people, do exclusive luxury experiences that you'll only get on the island of Zanzibar.
The beach, fresh food, the people. I mean, I could write a short book about what I experienced here.
Eating the best fruit, vegetables, seafood.
Met some amazing people. We had an amazing time.
I like the tours that we went on, the Spice Island and the Paradise Island.
The snorkeling. That was an exclusive experience. Huge sandbar. That was set up like our private dining area.
The sand is soft, the water's warm.
Unadulterated, pure, simple, Zanzibar.
So the opportunity in Zanzibar is very, 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 very clear. There is nothing but economical growth and development happening right now.
Zanzibar, just because it's an up and coming area.
Get here and you see the opportunity.
And then you come on the African side, you get to see even a different type of togetherness.
Being able to ask questions and DJ was just like, hey, ask me anything.
Plenty of money and peace of mind. Zanzibar all day.
Now, the best part about that video is when them birds is going off in the background. It's like, are you outside? Yes, she is. She in nature. Okay. Cameraman can't hide that. So DJ, listen, you got a young man been sitting out here very patiently. Let's introduce him to the audience so they know this young man's out here with us. I met him in California, Los Angeles, many years ago. He was riding a scooter. I said, this man crazy. He riding a scooter through Los Angeles. This is how they get hit in their leg and lose a toe. But I met him at a Shaquille O'Neal restaurant with a group of all kind of people that were there for a meetup. And I said, man, this kid's going places. And little did I know, a couple years later, I see him again out here in Zanzibar with you. So introduce yourself, Mr. Tajer Green.
Ericka, I appreciate you. Yeah, for everybody that doesn't know, there would be no me here today with DJTMC if it wasn't for Ericka, because I did meet her back in, what was that, like 2017, 18, one of those years, down at our event in LA. And I found DJ on Ericka's platform in December of 2021. And truly the rest has been history. Yep. So right now, I serve as the president of our international operation in Zanzibar. So this lovely background that you see in the back here and all of the things that we're talking about and we'll continue to talk about, this is what I'm overseeing to develop and grow to become this major operation and movement, really the Pom Pom lifestyle movement that you're seeing us talking about, hence our t-shirts.
Love it, love it. We also got to meet Shaq that day too, so it was a good day overall. That man's huge.
Oh, yeah.
So DJ, you told us about the different ways you're going to train them in the summit and what's going on. Talk to us. Tell us a little bit more. What are the things that you see coming for 2024 that we need to be ready for?
Well, first and foremost, what our people ought to be ready for is interest rates are going to continue to go up. Cost of, everything is going up. And you should become a steward of literally managing your personal economy. And what do I mean by that? This is the time when most people get in over their skis, Ericka. They start using credit cards like their ATMs. And they don't realize that these credit cards interest rates are 20, 29, 30% because they don't read the fine print. So the first thing you really need to do is buckle down. And I always talk about this. We did a show with you October of 2020, I think it was. And we said, the winter is coming and people thought we were, playing around. Guess
they
what?
were laughing. Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So what I see here is if you right now have good credit and you have access to cash, you're going to literally be able to buy things pennies on the dollar. And I know you probably don't believe that, but every time there's a recession or a constriction in the economy, those who have cash and credit actually exponentially increase their net worth. They exponentially increase their cash flow, but they don't do that by happen chance because they have a plan in place. They have a team in place. So right now, you ought to be focusing on those strengths of building a team properly, looking at the advances in technology like AI. How do that make my life easier and make your, economy more productive, but not taking the, foot off the gas pedal and trying to relax. If you're doing good, you ought to be pressing down further. If you're not doing well, you ought to be educating yourself. See, here's where we also start shortcutting the shortcut, where we stop educating ourselves and we start spending money on frivolous things. Because in these types of economies, people spend more money through living vicariously through other people. You're going to see the increase in entertainment, television, and stuff like that going up. And case in point, what's the hottest thing on the internet right now? Cat Williams. Cat Williams was just on Joe Rogan because he's speaking from a platform of a person who owns himself 100%, and he's not an overnight success. The guy literally was homeless about 2 decades ago, but he stayed the course. In his darkest hours, he read, he studied, and he put a team together, and now he's reaping the fruit of that labor. And if you're in that position, just like I was in 96, 98, the economy was booming in 96 and 98, mind you. Let me just give you a point. But I was in a hard position. But one thing I did was I was wise enough, Ericka, to listen to the people who actually had proven receipts, proven assets, proven accreditation, proven endorsements from corporate 500 companies. You don't just get on PBS if you're some sucker.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, that person that's watching this, that's on the cusp of being middle class and want to become upper middle class or getting the top 10%, you ought to be doubling down on your investment in yourself. You're in Vegas right now, you're speaking, but you're also getting educated. Here's another thing what people don't realize, Ericka. The people who learn the most are the people who actually train in the most. When you're up on stage speaking and giving these tours and your events, you're actually getting the most out of it because you're in the application process.
For sure.
So what I see now is that there's going to be more money invested in application, training, research, and development. And those people are going to learn how to scale up because they built systems.
Yeah.
You're also going to see on the opposite side of that coin, the people who are going to be trying to shortcut the system by not managing credit cards and credit properly and going out and buying stuff. Like you just had a quick girl gets a $7,500 tax return and she goes out and buy a Mercedes and don't even pay her roommate to let her stay at her place for free.
I said, come on, baby. Just a Toyota Corolla is all you need to get you A to B.
Exactly.
So you get it together.
So you're going to see the extremes happening. You're going to see the wealthier getting wealthier. You're going to see people getting salty about it. But what you ought to be doing is what Robert Kiyosaki says. Mind your business. What does that mean? Sit down, put a plan together. If you don't have the right people around you, find the right people that you can afford. And here's another tip. If you can't afford to invest in them, that's the reason why you have to do it. Because that investment in yourself and the right professional, right system will pay you returns. Because again, it took me almost 8 years to get back on the winning side of the track. It took me 24 months to get out of the hole. And then it took me another 60 months to solidify it, to actually make me secure again. And that's the same thing. We're going to see more of it. But the unfortunate part of it is that in this day and age with taxation, inflation, you're going to see more people on the streets, and you're going to see a lot of people getting wealthier in a small group of elite people. But the reality is the middle class is gone. That's the sad part, Ericka. But if you're watching this and you're on the working class or you're in the middle class and you're going backwards, all you got to do is invest in yourself, build a team, and you have to find your hedgehog concept. What is that? Number one, what is your skill or your passion or a skill you can learn that is relative and relevant to today's economy? If you don't know how AI works, then you need to learn about it. If you don't know how the digital real estate works, you need to learn about it. If you don't know how affiliate marketing works, You need to learn about it.
Yeah.
Number two, you need to find a niche. The people get paid the most are people who are specialists. General physicians make average money. Surgeons make exceptional money. And that's the same thing in any industry. Become a specialist. And then the third part is the missing link, which I had challenges with, is learning how to market, learning how to promote, to get on the right platforms, and knowing what's a wise investment to actually get the best return. And don't look at an immediate return. Look at a short-term, solution for a long-term success. And that's one of the hardest things for people who don't understand marketing, which I didn't understand. But unfortunately, I had the ability to pay for stuff that I could learn on my own. But most people don't have the resources to do that. So if you don't, you got to get in the books, get in the conferences, get into training, and humble yourself and allow yourself to learn through. And at the same time, run a budget. And before you know it, Ericka, if you put your head down and you practice what we call the 4x4, which the first one is the 4 dirty little words. Number 1, discipline yourself. Number 2, be accountable to somebody higher up the fruit tree than you are with proven success. Number 3, plug into a system. Plug into Classy Climb. You know why? Because Ericka's been doing this successfully for a decade. And she's helped hundreds and thousands of people go from zero to being successful. And then the fourth one is the dirtiest word: do the work for 2 to 5 years without navigating or negotiating the true price of success. And that's going to be the hardest part for anybody that is working class, anybody that's poor, and most times people who are middle class who had professional jobs and they jumped into the entrepreneur pool, but they really weren't entrepreneurs.
Right.
And those people really need to do 3 things even better. They need to have a spiritual base, they need to have a leadership base, and they need to have a business base, which means, i.e., apprenticeship, mentorship, somebody that they can plug into that has the fruit on the tree. And then, Ericka, you got to go to the soft skills. These are what we call the 4 Ps. Number 1, be a professional. I shouldn't have to tell people what professional is. That means speak the King's English. If we're talking about, AI, know what ChatGPT is. Know the jargon. If we're talking about the medical institution, know the jargon. If we're talking about financing, know what a P&L is, a K1 is. Know what a general ledger is. That's speaking the King's English, not just speaking proper English. But in certain situations, don't be talking about "nah, I mean," when you should be talking about, "Hey, yes, this is how this works, Bill." Don't be, using all the hand action.
I can't.
Just to stay still and speak like a professional. Dress the part.
Listen, I was going to say, when you just said dress the part, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. The most beautiful part about this conference I went to is they're cleaning companies. But the first part of the event, you wear your company's brand. And the second half of the night, you dress up in black tie and suit tux. And it was a beautiful thing to see everybody transform from their day wear to their night wear. And I told them, we had to tell them, take more pictures, take more video of yourself right now. People want to see that you're professional and you are elegant, and that this cleaning business actually provides income for you. So many people in there are making 150 to 200K a year, and they didn't feel rich. And I said, it's your mindset, and we got to get y'all some other investments. And that was, again, that's where that middle class, I'm making all this money, but I don't feel rich. But keep going.
There you go. Was Jan Pro there?
No. That's the thing. These are all independent.
Okay.
The guy who throws this event used to be with Jan Pro and then did the math and said, we can go independent out here, y'all. We don't got to do this. And that's what he teaches: how to be independent, how to get commercial contracts, how to calculate. I mean, he uses, and what you said about AI and software, he put together a calling center and a lead generation thing, all AI, all working with people, and gives people leads. And so I tell y'all, step into the future. This young man stepping into the future and helping all these people with their cleaning businesses. And it was a beautiful thing to see.
It's amazing. And you know, on that note, Ericka, and I think you already noticed, I was the #1 consultant for all the Southwest for Jam Pro, because I used to kick Jam Pro's butt. And people, if you don't know who Jam Pro is the largest commercial cleaning business in the world.
Yep.
Based out of Canada. And my little small company, White Glove Immaculate Services, used to kick their butt in Chicago and beat them out for commercial contracts, because I was very intuitive and very, thinking and creative on how to do business the proper way. Let me give you a quick quip on that. In the cleaning business, they didn't teach you this in that conference. There's more money to be made on the product side than the actual cleaning side. If you have the ability to go out and negotiate on the commercial products that are needed for the commercial cleaning, the markup on that is 100 to 200%. How do I know, guys? I give you 3 guesses. First 2 don't count. My contract with Ashland Chemical, I actually renegotiated their products, the cleaning products that they got through me through another vendor, and I got a 30% pass-through fee just by getting them a cut and a discount.
Yeah.
These are some things to do. Another thing that you can do is create different types of cleaning scenarios that when you initially clean a place, be it residential or be it commercial, you do what's called an initial cleaning to bring it up to par, where you and the client can agree this is a clean, immaculate environment based on OSHA, if it's in the commercial sector, or if it's in their home, they say, hey, you know what? This is what the white glove means. On the ledge of my, window, I want to see no dirt. I don't want to see any, what they call the little lint and stuff that gets around the blades and stuff.
Right. Yeah, dust.
But one of the mistakes people make, just quickly, they go in, they clean, and they don't know what the expectation is of the owner, and they have a different expectation. So now there's conflict. Yeah. But if you can go in and do an initial cleaning, like we used to do spring cleaning, and each party agrees on it, that's an extra income. And then you provide them with the products. They don't want to buy the products. You provide them, create a service, and then now you get into other ancillary profit centers that they don't even understand. But getting back to the second, the third, and fourth of the 4 P's. The second one is called persistence. And Ericka changed this for me. She said, persistently pursue your plan.
Yeah.
And persistence is important, but it don't work if you don't have a plan.
Law of intention.
Absolutely. So professionalism, persistence, and then the third one is the hardest one, especially in today's economy. And this goes to professionals who didn't, ever have an entrepreneurial background, but they jumped into the entrepreneurial pool without, having security like their job. It's called perseverance. You have to be able to stay the course, and you have to look at every challenge as literally an opportunity to create a solution which creates wealth. And then the last P, ladies and gentlemen, is performance. Just strictly performance. 4x4. Discipline, accountability, system, work, 2 to 5 years. 4 P's, professionalism, persistence, perseverance, performance. That, with a system, will create you a 6-figure income and a 7-figure net worth. And with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Tajer, and Tajer is going to share with you guys how this worked just for him and how it's working in the summit that we're going to do on April 20th on our 4th year anniversary. Talk to him, Tajer.
Oh, yeah, I got you. So 100%, I'm a walking, living success story of the 7 spheres of money system. So to do this, we got to go back to 2021. This is when I was a new professional at a new job in the financial district in New York. And at the time, I had a good semblance of financial literacy and from my work. So I was very astute on my finances and making sure I had stuff, very low debt. I didn't take out any major student debt, didn't take out any major car debt, wasn't spending wildly on my credit cards, and I had good spending habits. As DJ knew at the time, I like to eat out and do those kind of things, but otherwise I had good spending habits, right? But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough because when I looked at the economy and where things were going, I'm like, this is great, but I'm like, I need to get, for me, I wanted to be exponential. I wanted exponential growth. I wanted real wealth, and I didn't want to spend 40 years to build it. Now, this is no shots to anyone else, but for me, when I knew what my plan was, I'm like, let's accelerate this. So how can I take my talent, skills, and information and go ahead and put this in an acceleration chamber to make this happen. And that's when I saw that Winter is Coming in 2021 show with Ericka and DJ, talking about what was coming up economically, because everybody thought it was a game until they started to see things unfold slowly but surely. So I decided to be number one, man of my word, and be forward and say, hey, I saw this, I like this content, I know we can help me. Let me book a consultation. Let me not wait and think about it all night and say, oh, maybe if I do this, maybe I said, let's get it done. Because regardless of what happens here, this is me investing in myself and taking a step forward. And when I actually met with DJ, and I told him I wanted to do, I said, hey, DJ, I want to start investing and making money in real estate and businesses. I want to create a business of my own, and I want to leverage and scale this so I can be wealthy. He said, okay, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So when he said, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, I didn't negotiate the price of success. I didn't say, oh, you know, I want to learn how to do this, but I don't want to spend any money. I don't want to do anything. I said, hey, this is where I'm at. This is the opportunity I have. Let's go ahead and move forward. Boom. Became what's a part of call of our all-star program. Went over the DJ with my entire financial setup, and he told me everything that I was doing right and the things that I was messing up on and what I needed to do to go ahead and reach my goals. Now, throughout that time, I was listening astutely and following all of his instructions, so that today I'm able to say comfortably I'm invested in all of our projects and all of our deals in Zanzibar, because I was able to manage my finances right. But going back to that, after I completed the all-star program the correct way, I had a conversation with DJ. He said, hey, Tajer, I've gotten to know you over this last 6 weeks, and you know, we've gotten to have a good rapport. I see that you're managing your finances well. I understand the work that you do in New York. How would you like to come and sit in on one of our team meetings and see what we're all about and see what happens next? Now, what I didn't realize how opportune this time was, because right at this time was exactly when Zanzibar became a major item on our map. Because I want to say maybe a week before or a week after that, I came on that first meeting is when we bought the first resort in Zanzibar. So I came into the team at a major opportune time, but I want to take a quick look back, because it seems like everything just worked into place and I got lucky, but I would have never even had, first of all, the money to even sit and talk to DJ unless I had been managing my finances right the first place. And if I didn't have the correct mindset to know when you have an opportunity, invest in yourself. Don't play around and waste time. Get on it and get moving. So because of those two things, I was able to get lucky and join the team at the most opportune time when we were expanding all of our operations. Now, first join the team. This is a completely different type of work for me, being frontline in business, because like I said, I was a financial analyst. So I'm in the back office. I'm not negotiating the deals. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm analyzing the stuff. I'm not in the front office negotiating or anything like that. So joining the team, that was one of the first things I had to do. Start negotiating things on the front line. So it forced me to think outside of the box. But I didn't waver. I didn't, fall apart and stop doing. I said, hey, whatever I know, I know. What I don't know, I will learn. It doesn't matter how many times I mess up. We will continue and continue until I get it. And that's what we did. Now we got to fast forward to November of 2023. Now, throughout all this time, I'm working my normal corporate job and I'm building my skill set over at DJTMC. And I want to highlight that, because for everybody that has an idea, you feel like, hey, I'm ready to go to business. I'm ready to do this for myself. If you don't have your money saved and if you are not proficiently skilled yet, do not leave your job. You need to make sure that you got the money in place and that you have the proper system so that when you get into business, you're able to make money and sustain yourself, because you still need to be able to live. So throughout all of that time, again, managing my money correctly, investing, and continuing to learn, so that in November 2023, shortly after my 25th birthday, I was able to leave my corporate job in corporate America, making six figures, to go and move to Zanzibar for the last 3 months to build and oversee our operation and take our stuff to the next level. But because of all of the things and being in the 7 Spheres of Money program, being persistent and consistent, because we hit the 2-year mark, DJ always says 2 to 5 years. We hit the 2-year mark of hard work, consistency, and persistency. I was able to sever myself from corporate America and now build everything that we're doing in Zanzibar. But it didn't happen overnight. And it was because of, first and foremost, having astute financial choices and being able to manage my impulses and understand what's coming down the pipeline. So everybody, you need to be able to do that too. So when you're tapped in and you see us talking, you see the real thing, you need to know, all right, if I got an idea or what I want to do, I'm not going to spend hours deliberating on it. I'm going to get to work. And so now we are in Zanzibar building what we're super excited about.
Wait a second, Mr. Green.
Ready? Hold on.
You're going fast. I love it. But tell the folks, where were you living? What city were you living in? Because some people are going to say, you don't understand. I'm in expensive Miami. I'm in expensive Dallas. I'm in expensive San Diego. Tell the people where you were living while you were on this plan.
NYC, baby. New York City.
I just always tell you to remind you to put that in your story, because so many people say, well, you don't understand. I live in Chicago. I live in California.
I wish that Chicago prices. What?
So that I just always want you to remind yourself to tell people that part of the story, because they be like, well, it's nice making all that money, but where did you live? You lived in New York City, y'all. So the excuse that you're going to pull up in the chat, it don't work. Okay, so go ahead, continue.
Yeah, of course. And on that note, no matter where you live, if you are single, you don't need a 1 and 2 bedroom apartment. You can just get a studio. You may not want that, but that's what you need to do so that you're able to save and get wealthy and build over time. You have to be able to sacrifice. I've never driven brand new cars. All of the cars that I've had, I've bought cash, and I've made sure they've been good quality cars, and I've kept them up. I don't have any high credit card debt. I don't have high car notes. I don't go to Miami and DR every week to go party. I don't even go out to go party and spend a whole bunch on drinks. These are the small things that we all think are recreational. Oh, I can do this. But these are the things that build up to when you say, hey, I don't have any money, or I'm having trouble do this, or I want to invest, and I want to start a business, but I don't know how. You have to curb your habits, and it's okay to delay gratification, and you have to be able to live frugally for some time. And frugal doesn't mean live on scraps and, live like you're halfway homeless in the street. Frugal means being fiscally responsible, right? Cooking, stop eating out every week and going out for hookah and lounge or buying a whole bunch of food, $100 and $200 a weekend. You have to scale it back and understand what's really important to you, what you actually want to do, and behave like that stuff is important to you, and everything that can come to fruition. Because y'all know New York is the most, if not the second most expensive city to live in the United States. So if I can do this here, and I'm born and raised in New York, I'm not from somewhere else and moved here. I'm born and raised here my whole entire life. This is where my family from. So if we can do this living here, you can do this anywhere when you have intention and you follow the rules of engagement. And as DJ says, speak the King's English. And you too can be in Zanzibar.
So tell them what you're excited about, what we just discovered that's actually going to create another 6-figure passive income and another 7-figure revenue stream in 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Based on us building a foundation over the 2 years. You're going to be excited about this, Ericka. This is the discovery that Tajer made on his own. Check this out, folks.
Oh, yeah. So I'm super excited because as we spent this time in Zanzibar, we've been seeing the way that the people move, the way that the economy and the structure of the island works. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying, okay, all right, everything is super cheap here, right? I get food for 30 cents. I get drinks, whatever I need, super cheap. But I'm like, every time I have to go somewhere, I got to pay big money for this stuff comparative to what I'm paying for everything else. And I'm watching everybody travel and do all the things. So the little light bulb went off in my head, and especially because of our relationships with our people on the ground, and said, hey, we need to build full-fledged transportation and tourism businesses. And we need to take these and we need to scale these out to the max. So we've been hitting the ground running, acquiring more assets and setting up operations to build these opportunities right now in 2024, literally as we speak. Looking at my phone every other minute, this way back from when our partners are responding to us, so we can build out this next tourism and transportation business, because this is going to be a major key piece for us to connect with everything that we're doing with the resorts, the real estate, townhomes, and everything else in Zanzibar. So I'm super excited about this because this is literally going to be a cash cow and something that we're able to build from scratch, and even more people to touch, more families to bless, and more people to turn from wherever they are into business owners over time. So with everything we're working on right now, I'm ecstatic because we're literally, as we've done with everything else, creating value from scratch against all the odds, against all the naysayers, against the non-believers. Said, oh, you in Africa? Y'all doing that? Well, be safe. Hopefully you don't lose all your money. Hopefully you come back alive. And it's the complete opposite, right?
And they live in New York. Cut it out.
This is what I'm saying.
Chicago.
Like, come on, safety. What? They're like, hey, somebody asked me, said, are you eating out there? Is the quality of food good? I said, is the quality of food good? You
Get it out the water.
There's no GMO in Zanzibar. So you get to eat healthy, relax, refresh, and understand the lay of the land in one of the last frontiers on Earth, in the time when they're still in their horse and carriages days. So you can really add major value to people and create massive wealth for yourself and your community, but most of all, create a difference in lifestyle to really benefit people, because it's important to get wealthy, but it's also important to get wealthy with integrity. And that's a main part of what we're doing. So because of all of those things, I'm super ecstatic, and I'm always pretty much happy and chilling every time. Everybody's always asking me, why are you in such a good mood all the time? I'm like, I have nothing to be mad about. We all got problems, but we on the winning side. We're making history right now, so I'm happy every day.
For sure. Listen, the crazy part is I want more people to travel, not less. And you could just see when people say stuff to certain responses, you'd be like, oh, okay. I tell people going to water to Mexico, they're like, don't drink the water. Or tell people I'm going somewhere, be careful. I'd be like, baby, I'm in more danger in Miami on the South Beach than I am in some of these cities, okay?
Let me pray for you before you go.
Yeah.
There's a lion out on the street, as it says in Proverbs. The man would say, there's a lion out on the street and I might get devoured. Yeah. You got more chances getting run over by a regular car as a pedestrian than being in a plane.
Man, I tell people there's a mountain over here in Las Vegas. It's called Canyon Lee or whatever, but there's snow and you can see it from Las Vegas. I'm like, I want to drive up and see it. They're like, no, don't go up there. The danger. I'll be like, y'all, I'm going 40 minutes west of Las Vegas. If I get in trouble, I'm pretty sure there's somebody on the road can help me. Okay. So
that is hilarious.
Well, that's just how people think sometimes. It's crazy. So DJ, I think we have another clip that we want to show them. Let us. Oh, sorry. I think that's on mine. Was that all the video had? Hopefully not. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, no problem. Hey, perfect is the enemy of great.
Listen, when you want to show something cool,
there you go.
They're just going to be like, sorry, not today.
As entrepreneurs, we know how to adapt. And that's one thing that you got to understand. And here's what I want the people that are watching this right now, live or in the replay. Matter of fact, you're saying, man, I'm just seeing stuff about Zanzibar. Guess what? We're showing you the top of the mountain, but in the Pom Pom Lifestyle Virtual Summit 2024, we're actually going to show you the first condo that I ever bought. I still own it. Do
you want me to show the townhouse update?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it.
Show them the townhouse. Let me preface this purposely does not have audio.
Okay, for sure.
Yep. We want you to just focus on the beauty of this. And Tajer could tell them a little bit about this, because Tajer is the one who managed this project as you push play. This is literally from 2 days ago of the update of the townhouse.
Yes, so the townhouses are lovely. They are one of our flagship projects right now because of just the independent living aspect that it offers. So when you get to these, they're beautifully located. They're done perfectly. They're set up like unique homes, where literally we call it a townhome, but it's an individual home where you have your own land. It's beautiful, landscape well, pool, privacy, gated, security. And these are the things. So when you come to Zanzibar, you come to these places, you can relax and have the best experience of your life. So as you see in this point of the video, getting in on the outside gate, showing the crisp engineering that went behind the gates and the craftsman work. And look at that. Beautiful landscape, pull to the side, and manages the thing to make sure they're done right and they're done to the standard that we're looking for when we go to Zanzibar, and they're built to last. And when you get there, you automatically feel like I'm at home. Because like they always say, you go on vacation, but there's nothing like your home. But that's the point where we built these to be able to say, when you get here, you feel like home. So even though you know you're not home, you enjoy it and have the same experience like you're laying in your own bed, overlooking the beautiful sky and the atmosphere and the clean air of Zanzibar. Complete relaxation, everything.
Is this one rentable? Can we rent this one, or is this one in production right now?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, this one is available next week. Next week.
Okay. And that front, was that a splash pool? What was that in the front part?
Yep, that's a pool.
That's a pool.
That's a pool. So that actually has now been filled in. We actually have a video that we didn't show you, but it's completely filled in. It's lit. It's got the sauna effect to it, where got the bubbling whirlpool aspect of it, operation that you can press a button. It can do whirlpool, or it can just be a cool, pool that you can just do laps in. It's spectacular. Tajer, tell them the return on investment on this one. This is what I want to show with you, Ericka. Last time we came on the show, we showed you when we acquired the actual land. Tajer, tell them we bought this land in July of 2023. Tajer, tell them the numbers on this. We just got this property appraised, Ericka.
Oh, yep. So we bought this in July of 2023. We just got this property reappraised, and just the property alone, right? Just one, not including the land, right? Just one, but we've built the land and we've built a whole set and a community of them. Just one has came in and appraised at $240K value. So we've literally turned $75,000 into $2,250,000 in literally 7 months now? Because of this hard work and engineering that we've put in on these properties and these units.
So before your audience say, what? He said 75 and a 2.225. Let me tell you how it works. We have 5 of these, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5 of these townhouses. We built this on acre and a quarter of land. We acquired the land itself for less than $25,000. We poured into the ground the foundation that actually solidified for 75. Now, let me also tell you this. When we talked about the 7 ways to acquire finances, Ericka, I personally have not put $1 into this property. I raised the capital through private investors. And so with that said, we have 5 properties that are appraised between $240,000 to $280,000 from scratch. We sold all 4 out of 5 units already. We only have 1 left.
Okay.
No debt on them whatsoever, Ericka. So if you do the math, 5 times 250 is $1.25 million, ladies and gentlemen. So I know what you're saying. You said 75. So guess what? Grand total of about $200,000, Ericka. Grand total on the return, $2.25 million. The 5 properties range from $250 to $280 appraised value, and the land is worth $1 million now. We've done that, Ericka, from July 2023 to today in March, and no debt whatsoever. And these units, this one here, you can move in it literally next week. The other 4 units, all finished, ready to move in on the first week of April. And these units get $250 to $400 a night. We got this unit right here. We got at least $250 for 30 days. The condo that Tajer stayed in, our corporate condo, we're getting what? $150 a night. Tajer was leaving, and people already lined up was offering us $1,500 for 12 days. So what I want to share with your people, Ericka, is that we're not only going to show you Zanzibar, we're going to show you 7 asset classes that we currently own, operate, and manage right now today. Because as you know, wealth is accumulation of assets and then generating cash flow for passive income. So I want to let you all understand this. I'm actually going to show you condos, not that you can just look at. I'm going to show you condos that you can buy, step right into cash flow today. I'm going to show you single family homes that you can step into cash flow today in the virtual Pom Pom Lifestyle Summit to celebrate our 4th year on the internet as DJ the Money Coach. I'm going to show you townhouses, which you just saw, that you can step in today. Adjacent to the plot of land that we own, Ericka, we're also incorporated in Zanzibar. Tajer, if you can pull up, I'm a corporation in Zanzibar, Ericka. Duransburg International is a corporation acknowledged, registered legally in Zanzibar. So that gives us the right, Ericka, to buy private plots of land that you can't even buy.
No way, DJ. Did you have to marry a villager? How'd you do it?
We're gonna show them that.
Did you sell Tajer Green off? Did you sell him off to somebody out there? What happened?
We're gonna show them that in the summit. Then I'm gonna show them how to get into the apartments. Ericka, did I not put you in position to be in the apartments with us in Tennessee?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
Just like you put me in position to be in Zanzibar, you put me in position to be in Atlanta. Y'all understand that, ladies and gentlemen? Power of networks, power of ecosystems. Eric and I work side by side. 2 independent entities came together to create an interdependent relationship so we can have scale of economy. So I'm going to show your people how to step into apartments. If you got the cash, you got the credit, and even if you don't, we're going to show you how to create it. I'm going to show you how to create a dividend portfolio by putting down as little as $50 a month and build up to 6-7 figures. We're going to have an expert that has done that, an expert that had $2.5 million of commercial debt during the recession of 2008, paid it all off, and then turned around and created a 7-figure dividend portfolio. Then I'm going to show you how to get into the mobile home game. I don't do mobile homes like I used to because I'm focused on other things, but I'm going to show you, if you have a taste for mobile homes, you want to wholesale mobile homes, I'm going to show you how to wholesale. You want to see how you can get involved in a mobile home, purchase in a syndication or in a private REIT. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I'm going to take you to the top of the mountain, show you how to do resorts and do private developments. And I'm going to show you 7 ways to acquire the actual asset, Ericka. I'm going to show you how to do no money down. I'm going to show you how seller financing works. I'm going to show you how I got started my first investment through a home equity line of credit, where I took $50,000 home equity line of credit off of my town, not my townhome, but my condominium in 2004, and got me into the Detroit market, ladies and gentlemen, that now today, me and my high school partner, Clarence, own, operate, and manage 240 single family homes in Detroit since 2006. That's 18 years. And it's an 8-figure portfolio that generates 7 figures a year in passive income, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you how to do private investing. This is what you just saw on the video, is that, again, we took 20,000, put another 55 into the land, and we created a $2.25 million portfolio with a 6-figure passive income that'll be generating off of it immediately this month. So you have to ask yourself a question: how did he do that? And that's all based on the 4x4. So in the past 2.5, 3 years I've been knowing you, Ericka, we went from 0 to a 7-figure new net worth in a totally different business with another stream of 6-figure income. And I'm going to show your people how to start a business online, traditional and translate digital. And I'm going to show them how to acquire business credit to do it without their own money if they're willing to listen and plug in and invest themselves. And here's what you said: what's coming in 2024? Most people get wealthy when they find niches that other people aren't paying attention to. Out of necessity, they create wealth accidentally. I'm going to say that again. Out of necessity, They create wealth accidentally because they see something that nobody else sees, and it seems so small that they think everybody will be doing it, but they're not. And that's exactly what we did in Zanzibar, Ericka. I bought and built the resort, but I realized I like private homes, Airbnb, VRBO, more than I like staying in a top flight resort, because I don't have to worry about checkout. Even if I'm a VIP, I still got to check out at 4 p.m. But if I got my own crib, who's telling me when I can go and leave? If I got it gated, which you saw, I don't have to answer to anybody.
My kids can run out the yard. My wife can walk around. My family can do whatever.
That's the Airbnb commercials. You see the commercials now? Hey, why be in these great resorts when you can be in a house on your own terms and your own time? That's going to be huge in Zanzibar. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, it's huge here in America. So don't get it twisted that, oh, all you're going to show me is Zanzibar. No, I'm going to show you 6 assets in America. And maybe you get to Zanzibar, or you build your own resort right here in America. That's what you're going to get. Then you're going to get the team. The whole complete team, just like you got your tour going right now. You have a team of experts traveling with you, if I'm not mistaken.
I do. I have a couple coming in. One you might know, Financially Free D.
There you go.
Baker Boys out of New York.
There you go.
Jackson out of Texas.
There you go. Team. That's the difference here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to teach these people. And then I'm going to show you some sophisticated moves for the people that are watching this that are like me and you, Ericka, and our income zip code. The person you're listening to me now, you make $250,000 in income. You run a business that's a legitimate business making $500,000, $1 million, $5 million a year. These are the people that Ericka and I really work with the most. That's the core of my clientele. I do open enrollments for Fortune 500 companies, and I help new professionals get the leg up, but I really make my bones working with mature small businesses. What's the definition for me for a small business? They have $500,000 in revenue. They have 0 to 20 employees or contractors, up to $5 million in revenue. Those are the people that actually do more work with us. And the saying of the Pareto principle, 20% of your people produce 80% of your return. So we're going to show you all of this. And here's what you're going to get as well, ladies. You're going to get the book that everybody always be, clamoring about with Ericka. Last time we did the show, people got the program just for the book.
So, where can we get a book? Where's the link? Amazon link?
The ABC's the Wealth book. So you get that. Then you get the consultation. So you get to sit down with me, sit down with Tajer, and get your portfolio in order. You get our full family finance 360 course. So it's 3 hours, 18 modules of nothing but principles of success, just like I did, ladies and gentlemen, with the Road to Wealth. So if you just want to learn about how do I teach my child how to become a millionaire, you just go to that chapter in the digital course or the book. If you want to know how to refinance the proper way, you go to that chapter. If you want to learn how to do estate planning right now, you go to that chapter. So you get 18 modules, 3 hours course. So that's the consultation, the book, the course, and then the most important one, you get our first and ever live virtual pom-pom lifestyle. Boom. On our 4th year anniversary. And you get the ability to sit down with the pros and get access to execution. This is the most important piece. Show me your assets, DJ. I'm going to show you. Number 2, now show me how you can give me access. But most importantly, DJ, show me like you've seen Tajer, Financially Free D, Kadera, Chris from Jumpstart Academy. How do you get me to execute my dream? Forget about you, DJ. Forget about you, Ericka. How do you give me access to execute my dream with your network and your assets so I can shortcut the shortcut legitimately. And then the third thing is you have to enroll. I can't make you drink the water. I can't make you do the work. You have to put the work in. But you will have the system, you have the experts, you have the access to the execution, but you have to do the work. And if you're willing to do that, you're going to get the best of the best. And just like I always say, 2 to 5 years, I'm going to show you 3 models that we've done in the last 4 years that we've taken to 7 figures by doing the work. And right now, that's what you're going to see. A lot of people going to get wealthy, but it's only a small portion of people.
Oh, DJ, what you just said, listen, you guys, I want you to understand, we just left a conference. The guy said now more than ever, the government is giving out government contracts. And they had the smallest amount of people. They had 100,000 people a couple years ago. Last year, they only had 60,000 people apply for those contracts. In all of America, only 60,000 people. And so right now is the time. People get wealthy in recessions because when everybody else thinks, well, everybody's already doing it. The market's already saturated. Everybody's already applying. You have no idea if that's true.
It's
just because you think it's a good idea, is anybody acting on it? Is anybody implementing it? Right?
That's the reality. And the last one, Ericka, the one that's the sexiest, we're going to show them how to do startup venture capital, grab TV technology. I mean, we literally from October to today, we've actually raised $1 million in capital for grab TV, townhouses, and now the piece that Tajer is going to be heading up with our other partner, Financially Free D, the tourism leg on the ancillary business. And think about that. They say money is hard to come by. Tajer, tell the audience and Ericka, how much capital have we raised in the last 2 weeks? Ballpark it.
Okay, in the last 2 weeks, we have raised over 150 grand. Last 2 weeks. Just the last 2 weeks. In a recession, I might add. But when you're doing what you're supposed to do, you got the networks, the assets, the opportunities, and most of all, the reputation for execution. You can get it done. In a recession.
Yep. So we're going to do like we always do, Ericka. We're going to invite your audience live and in a replay. This is the first ever. I don't do these, but it just compelled me as I was doing all the research of what we're doing, because we're doing a documentary to basically record everything we've ever done over the past 4 years. And as we were writing down the stuff that we accomplished, we were blown away by the accomplishments ourselves. So we said, you know what? Why not teach people how to do this, the ones who are serious? And this is where the rubber meets the road, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not talking to the person looking for something for nothing. I'm not talking to the person that don't want to invest in themselves and they don't want to invest in putting the work in. I'm talking to the person who's serious, like I was when I was $60,000 in debt, when my car got repoed, but I still had a dream. That's who I'm talking to. You know who you are. This ain't for everybody, but it's for everybody who wants to win. So we're doing the first time ever. We're doing the Pom Pom Lifestyle Virtual Summit 2024. It is going to be on our anniversary date for 2024. As you can see, I like 4s. So you're going to get the ability. The first 4 people are going to get this ticket for pretty much free. All you have to do is invest in the basic, back to basic package that you get the ABCs of Wealth book. You get the Family Finance 101 digital course, which is 3 hours, 18 modules, and you get a consultation with me. And the first 4 people will get the ticket to the Pom Pom Lifestyle Virtual Summit 2024, the first one I ever done, and I probably won't do another one, to show you how to do everything. And I mean everything. That means I'm going to show you how to acquire 7 different asset classes. I'm going to show you how to invest and actually raise the capital 7-10 different ways. And then I'm going to show you 7 professionals in the 7 spheres of money, how to put it together for you from scratch. And most importantly, I'm going to show you how to step into those assets, raise that capital, and unplug a team right there on the spot in the summit, and it's going to be from 12 to 4 p.m. And we're never probably going to do this ever again because we don't need to, but you need it. That's what we're excited about.
You know, DJ, we just had someone say this in a testimonial the other day. I know you guys don't even have to be doing it, but we want to thank you. They know, right? I just got offered earlier today contracts in my city in a business I'm not even in right now. And people know when there are good people around and people who are connected, right? So this is why I tell y'all to go to the conferences. This is why I tell y'all to go to the virtual summits. That's why I tell y'all to get in the room, because you never know who's just going to hand you over a $50,000 opportunity. They're like, hey, I just can't handle it. My business is growing too fast, right? I spent a room this past week with people who were making 150 to 250,000, and yet we're kind of doing year one over and over again. Don't keep doing last year over and over again, you guys. Join us in 2024 and let's take you to the future, right? This one guy said, we look at it and we think the middle class is getting squeezed. They are. Some are getting squeezed up. Some are getting squeezed down. Where would you prefer to be? If I were you, I prefer to be squeezed up. I prefer to grow in this opportunity. So DJ, what are they going to get? They're going to connect with you guys on the 20th, April 20th, 2024, 12 to 4 p.m. They're going to see your face. They're going to see Mr. Green's face. They're going to see half the staff.
They're going to see Financially Free D. They're going to see Kadera. They're going to see our CPAs. They're going to see Melvin. They're going to see all the professionals that work with me in my own personal circle working for them. That's the most important part. These people are going to move across the board and they're going to work for you instead of working for me. They're going to see our international team that we put together from scratch, Ericka. So we not only built the 7 Spheres of Money here in America, we are now building the 7 Spheres of Money in Zanzibar. We are a player in Zanzibar out of serendipity, Ericka. It's just like that phone call you gave me December 2021. I didn't go down to Zanzibar to be a major player. I was going there just to have a bucket list trip and have a good time. And now, because opportunity met preparedness, we have success because we've been doing the work for decades. So if you really want a shortcut, it's a 2 to 5 program, 2 to 5 years, not 2 to 5 days, not 2 to 5 weeks, not 2 to 5 months. This is 2 to 5 years. And so we're going to plug you in. So on the Pom Pom Lifestyle Virtual Summit 2024, which is a celebration of our 4th year in business on the internet. Mind you, Duransburg International been around since 2002 of December. But we're talking about DJ the Money Coach on the internet. We opened up for 2020, and on 4/2024, we're going to show you how we went from 0 to creating another 7-figure business, 6-figure passive income monthly. And not only did we create one, we've created 3 in 4 years. And we created the last one in literally 7 months. But we're getting a multiplier because just like Ericka, we have a deep foundation. And you can plug into the foundation and we can help it. We literally had email. Let me read. This is the power of, just like you said, with people saying thank you. These are the people that are out here, Ericka, that are looking for help. And I just want to show you. And man, I love this because this one came from where Nick came from. I'm gonna read this and leave him with this. So this is an email came in. Say, hey Nick, my name is Karis, and I wanted to talk to you about the opportunity with online businesses. I have invested a small amount in starting an online business a couple of years ago, and since my wife and I haven't received any help at the time we decided to we put it on hold. Now we want to get back to it and try again to start the online business. We would really appreciate your help this time to be very successful and finally have some work-life balance for my family. We are looking forward to hearing from you. Ericka, guess what? This person comes from Urban X 5 years ago.
5 years ago, y'all.
I had no idea who this person was. I said, Nick, where's this person from? Oh, this is Urban X? I said, that's where you came from. But guess what the point is, ladies and gentlemen? This person is successful in corporate America, but the entrepreneur game is a different game. but that person is wise enough and has the humility to say, guess what? Can you help us out? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to help out Karis and his beloved wife, and we're going to plug them into the Pom Pom Lifestyle Virtual Summit, the first one of its kind, on April 20, 2024, and we're going to blow the doors off this thing. That's what we're going to do. So if you're that person and you're saying, man, where can I invest in myself? And Ericka, things happen on the sliver. I mean, it's truly my best opportunities have come on a sliver. Your phone call, December 2021, on a sliver. That's turned into a 7-figure opportunity for us. Grab TV on a sliver. Gerald is at the Power Network Conference with my mentor. I'm too busy doing Zanzibar. My corporate president is out doing his job. He looks up and sees this guy on stage. He said, man, that sounds like an older version of DJ. He don't even know I know the guy. He calls me. He's excited. I said, oh, that's my mentor. We go down there. They have this awesome crew from Microsoft. Shout out to Danielle. She's talking about why we fail because we don't have our ducks in a row and we don't invest in ourselves the right way. She challenges us from stage. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tajer. She stands up. She says, I run $1 billion business, Ericka, for Microsoft, and less than 1% of people that look like you and me we're doing business with. It's not because Microsoft don't want to do business, because you're not prepared.
Yeah.
And she got up, gave her corporate cell phone number. She said, I challenge anybody in this audience, do you have your ducks in a row? Call me, I'll give you a shot. Tajer, tell them what happened.
So right after she said that, I made the beeline to her. I said, hey, you said if you're a black business and you have all your ducks in a row, you're ready to work, to talk to you. So we're just that. It's nice to meet you. My name is Tajer Green. Let's chat. So I got her information. She had to run for a little bit, but later on in the day, she had, what about 15 minutes of free time? She said, hey, I got 15 minutes of free time for me leaving this event that I'm at, and before I go to my hotel room and go to sleep. You can catch me in that time, and we can chat. So you know what we did? We caught her in that time, and that 15 minutes turned into 2.5 hours. And, well, DJ, you have the rest, because the rest is history.
She then, Ericka, invited us out to the event at the Las Vegas Raiders stadium that they had already put in place 18 months earlier. But she said, I'm so impressed with your building of Zanzibar. I want to give you a seat at the table. It's next week. Can you make it there? I said, absolutely. I hop on the phone, change all my schedule, spend thousands of dollars. The hotel was, I forgot the expensive hotel. Literally rooms were like $300, $400, $500 a night. That turned into a 7-figure opportunity, Ericka. Grab TV.
There you go.
On a sliver, but I didn't negotiate the price of success, and I didn't negotiate this is an opportunity that I can only get. I took it. That's what we're talking about. And that's what your people have to do. And if you're like that, you'll get it. Again, conversation with Ericka, December 21st. Let's just go take a bucket list trip. All right, Ericka, I'm going. Boom, 7-figure opportunity in Zanzibar. Hey, short conversation with a lady who runs all of the Eastern Seaboard for Microsoft. Next week, I'm sitting in the suite with her, and then I'm brokering a 7-figure deal with Grab TV.
Yep. You guys, it's compound effect, but it's also being ready. I just posted a thing. What's funny what DJ saying, I just posted a thing like maybe an hour ago. Are you ready when opportunities present themselves? You got to be ready.
That's how you get lucky. When they say, I got lucky because you were ready.
You're already ready.
All of my opportunities came that way. So, man, we've taken up enough time on your platform, Ericka. As always, we're so appreciative of the ability to, practice cooperative economics, leverage our professional networks, have 2 independent, successful ecosystems that don't have egos, that have the ability to work together and not trying to be big fish in little ponds. And then we just go and do the work. That's the equalizer. And you'll see the fruit on the tree down the road. Sure. We only getting better. You gotten better. Your business has grown 4 to 10x since I met you. We've been blessed. Our business has grown 2 to 4x since we met you because we've been able to bless each other. And all you got to do if you're watching this, plug in, get into the tour, go to Ericka's tour, get on her next leg and be there. get into the Pom Pom Virtual. You got to put the skin in the game. You got to invest in yourself. That's the reality of life, baby. Nobody's giving anything something for free, but serendipity only occurs for the people who are already prepared for the opportunity. There's no such thing as luck. Luck is when preparedness meets opportunity with solution to execute a plan already in motion. That's why we say the Pom Pom lifestyle movement can't be stopped, because it's a plan that was in place since 2002. Is it now manifesting in miracles?
Yeah. I mean, you guys, here's the thing. I sat with a few people earlier and we made a conversation about, I was talking about, I plan to do this, this, this. And they're like, man, we just left a mastermind where everybody in there had a plan except for us. I said, now what does that tell you? Sounds like y'all need to get out your piece of paper and start making a plan. Don't tell me everybody you keep meeting has a plan. You need a plan. So I hope you guys plan to come be a part of DJ Summit and helping celebrate 4 years on the internet. And again, it can happen overnight. There's some people who've been on the internet a year and they're doing crazy numbers. There's people who've been on the internet 2 years. But the key to all this internet money is putting it in the real world in real hard assets. So I am your lovely host, Ericka Williams from the Classy Climb blog. Mr. Tajer Green out there living his best life. And Mr. DJ, the Money Coach. DJ, did you want me to leave you with one last video as we close out?
Oh, yeah. And if they don't know how to contact us, Ericka, we always assume they know how to contact us. You can contact us at djthemoneycoach.com. You can contact us at DJ the Money Coach on IG and on YouTube as well. And if you are in the analog world still, and I'm never surprised by this, people call our office all the time, you can reach us 866-395-3042, 866-395-3042, or you can email us at Nick, N-I-C-K, at DJ the Money Coach. We're open 24/7, 365. And hey, if we can help you, we will do everything we can. If we can't, we'll lead you in the right direction. Everybody has a dream that's meant to be fulfilled with the right team. So take a bite out of Zanzibar, but most importantly, we wish you a Pom Pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club, wherever that beach is for you. I'm here to support you 100%. Thanks a lot, Ericka. We appreciate it. Enjoy the video. Might as well give them the video we opened up with. That's the best one to close with.
All right, I love it. See you guys soon, and I'll be on sabbatical here soon enough. And so you guys, I hope you have a wonderful event. I'm excited to see what it comes out, the turnout, and I wish you guys all the best for the rest of this year.
Absolutely. Make us sure you let us know when you're gonna be in Zanzibar so we can get you and you can see everything and kick butt in Vegas. Shout out to Financially Free D. I know y'all gonna knock it out the park. Thanks a lot, Ericka. We appreciate you as always.
All right, you guys. Have a wonderful evening.